All believers, according to the parable of the sower, are a reflection of the seed that was sown on fertile ground that goes on to produce 100-fold, sometimes 60-fold, or even 30-fold. This is according to Matthew 13, around verse 23. So we are all believers and we are striving to produce 100-fold. But I just want to make a reflection on the parable of the sower a little bit. According to the Bible, the parable of the sower puts seeds in four categories. The first one, the seed that fell on hard ground, and then there were seeds that fell on some rocky ground, and then seeds that fell on thorny trees, and then the last one, a seed that fell on the fertile ground. Now, Jesus gave these four scenarios, and if you are someone who has been into research, you know that researchers normally put questionnaires and they give you an option, perhaps on a scale of 1 to 4 or 1 to 5, you rate yourself. Or maybe they start by saying this one is poor, then this one is satisfactory, it's good, and then maybe outstanding. I know for certain that institutions also put or rate themselves according to that category as well. Some are rated as maybe they need improvement, others are satisfactory, others are good, and then there is the outstanding category. So Jesus also placed the seed according to four categories. But when you read the parable of the sower, one seed that breaks my heart a little bit is the one that fell on the thorny trees. This seed, just like the seed that fell on fertile ground, grew up and it was growing. But then it says in Matthew 3:13, verse 22, but the cares of the world and the lure of the world choke the word and it yields nothing. So this is the challenge that we have as Christians. You are born again, you go to church, you do whatever you have to do, you love your God, you love your Bible, but somewhere along the line, if you are not careful, then the cares of the world will camouflage everything, will change everything, and then ultimately it says, and it's very honest, very sad note, that it yields nothing. So personally, as I am here with my wife, we also have the desires of our hearts. But the challenge is, when do you draw the line that the cares of the world are not going to overtake what you have invested in yourself and will ultimately hinder you from achieving or producing anything? So this is a challenge that we have in this 21st century as people. We are now living in a world that is driven by consumerism, as they say, when people are buying things, and sometimes things that we don't necessarily need. But because we are in this world, there's that competition. I want to drive this car. I want to own this smartphone. I want to dress smartly. And sometimes, before you know it, your focus will then be on the cares of the world. And then Jesus said, it ends up yielding nothing. Unlike when it is in research, if you are rated at 3, 1 being poor, 2 satisfactory, and 3 being good, and then 4 being outstanding, according to Jesus, number 1, number 2, number 3, they count for nothing. Only when you get to have your seed being buried in good soil, in the fertile soil, then you are going to produce fruit. So as Christians, as believers, I just want to say to myself and perhaps to you as well, let's us try by all means to be careful so that the desires of this world will not overtake what we have invested on, because the seed is there. What it needs is to be cultivated, to grow. And one of the things that we can do, when you limit the desires of the world, then you are even able to invest in other people, so that other people will also get what you have and it flows to them. Let us not be like you are building a dam wall and the water that is in that dam is for you and the neighbors. They just look at you and say, well, he has his dam, he has lots of water, but they cannot even get anything out of that. Let's not create a dam wall that will deprive people who are downstream an opportunity to get water and everything else. Thank you.
Be blessed, guys. May our God, protect you, favor you at all times. Thank you.